As a Belmont, I'm really happy to see. Hey, you know what? Why stop at talking about the fighters when we could get the fights going on? This is Jewelman. Uh, whoa, we got a little bit of a pause here for me. Thank you. Jewelman repping the Marissa. No, actually, Jewelman repping Honda. Jimmy DR repping the Marissa. Don't let the names fool you. I know these two fighters in and out. It's okay. Jimmy DR stuck in the corner. Jewelman going to play a lot with that space and wisely going to back up. I'm wondering why Jewelman did not want to press against Jimmy, but hey, Jewelman gets the first round. It's looking pretty strong for Jewelman right there. Jewelman putting a lot of time with the E-Honda. Jimmy DR's Marissa always likes to swing really hard. Pay attention, chat, to the long range 5, but Gladius is going to be putting in some good work. Jewelman backs up but gets splattered in against the wall. Jimmy DR steps on the toes of E-Honda, tying it up 1 round apiece. This will be first to 2. First to 2 or first to 3, Mission Control? First to 3, because we are in winner's semi. Wait, first to 3 all the way through? Top 8 is first to 3. Mission Control doing a great job keeping me informed. And Jewelman doing a great job of keeping Jimmy DR into the corner, and they're going to spend the meter right away. No kill, but we are going to either put them in burnout or dangerously close to burnout. And when Jimmy DR, if they are to get in burnout, it's going to be Jewelman's game. Jimmy DR backing up, jumps in, gets a good knockdown, and already we're above the 3-bar threshold, allowing Jimmy DR to drive rush cancel like that without burning themselves out. And Jimmy DR, wise decision. Great confirm from Gladius into the level 3. This will be a critical art. It will not kill, but it's going to be Jewelman who's burned out. An ironic twist of fortune. Both fighters burned out. But Honda has the advantage in this situation, and Jimmy armors through the butt slam and gets the first game. Amazing back and forth with Jimmy. These fighters, both Marissa and Honda, not known for their placement in tiers, but when we have pilots as skillful as Jimmy and Jewelman, the double J's here, it's going to be a good match. And already, Jewelman hitting the punch counter with standing heavy, hitting Jimmy right to the armor frame. And this is one of Honda's best tools, is to loop his corner pressure. Great neutral jump. And Jimmy DR is in deep, deep trouble if Jewelman doesn't drop the combo. Jewelman's going to get the round. Perfect. Okay, Jimmy is down 2 rounds. Jewelman needs 1 more to keep this game going. Good drive rush cash from Jimmy. Gets the hard knockdown. Sets up the OP with the charged knee. And Jewelman's going to stay in Jimmy's face. I don't know how to feel about this. Marissa's one of the best characters that you can brawl with thanks to her plus frame. And again, Jimmy armors through the butt slam, and good jump out from Jewelman, escaping the command throw setup. And Jimmy's stuck in the corner. Oh, great jumping heavy. Another jumping heavy from Jewelman. This is going to be his game with the lower 3. We don't need the critical art from E-Honda. That was just some extra sauce there. We're tied 1-1. Jimmy definitely is having some troubles getting out of the corner. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some drive rushes, or in this case, a perfect parry to get that knockdown. Marissa's Oki is pretty strong in my opinion, just because of her ability to charge moves at a plus. And Jewelman holding onto the gauge and kicks Jimmy right in the shins. Jimmy's out, a perfect parry from Jimmy DR. Jewelman gets dribbled like a basketball in the Harlem Globetrotters. And it's Jimmy's turn to instill some strong corner pressure. Jewelman jumping backwards, afraid for a big swing. And there's a lot of jumping from Jewelman. Now remember, this is winner's side, so whoever loses, standing heavy catches Jewelman right on the approach, and that's gonna be 1 round for the set. Jewelman. Another jump in from Jewel. And this time Jimmy uses a drive reversal in the middle of the screen just to maintain space. And Jewelman, a very jump-heavy Honda. Okay. Stop sign is blocked by the armor frame. Jimmy jumps in but gets caught by the sumo splash. And Jimmy backing off, backing in. We want to maintain that space. Jimmy could approach. Oh man, went for a drive reverse, impact because Jewelman used the hands of hands. The armor was broken. Excellent setup with the command throw. Jewelman is looking real bad right now, and Jimmy goes ahead and the level 3, and that should be the second game. Excellent. Jimmy DR, just unrelenting offense against Jewelman. Jewelman's been jumping to the sky a lot, and I don't know how to feel about that because it's not really getting them a lot of damage or getting out of Jimmy's pressure. Big charge Gladius from Jimmy. Jewelman coming in with the headbutt, and Jimmy hitting those cross strengths to make sure Jewelman doesn't take his turn. Okay. Jimmy is one round away from the set, moving themselves to winner's final. And Jewelman finally having an answer to the armored frames from Jimmy with a command throw. Good pressure from Jimmy. Jewelman missing the whip punish off the stand heavy. Jimmy goes for it again. Jewelman tries to kick the chins one more time out of range. That would have been prime punishment territory for Jewelman. Long range drive rush from Jewelman. And Jewelman checks the drive impact, and that's going to be their round. We are either going to end this set or extend it one more. Excellent safe jump from Jimmy. Backs away, allowing Jewelman to take up a little bit more space, but still needs to worry about the corner, and that's why Jewelman does the OD headbutt. And oh man, this corner is gonna have Jimmy's name all over it. And again, Jimmy cancels Gladius out of level 3, and one more hit allows Jimmy to win this whole thing. Oh, good drive impact from Jewelman. This should be the set. We are tied up 2 apiece. Okay. Now Jewelman's finding the holes in Jimmy's offense, playing a more neutral Honda as opposed to a crawling Honda. And Jimmy DR not able to approach Honda as easily as they can approach Honda. Good aerial combo from Jewel. And Jewel went for the throw, which Jimmy backed out on. Jimmy doesn't have a lot of meter, but instead they'll get their aerial medium parried by Jewelman. Tied up 2 games apiece. Anyone's game still. Whoever loses goes to the loser's bracket. Great pressure from Jimmy. Jimmy's now at set point themselves. By Jewel knocks him down with the headbutt, and Jimmy is burnt out already. Jewelman catches Jimmy with the jumping fierce, but doesn't commit to a super. Stan goes for the super, and Jimmy DR stuck in no man's land, burned out and dizzy because Jewelman burns him out. And we are at final round, final game with both these fighters. Good splat from Jimmy. From Jewel. Rekka allowing Jewelman to stay near the corner. And Jimmy trying to make some desperate space. Excellent patience from Jimmy. I like the decision to drive reversal the hands for preserving their meter. But Jewelman still has a healthy life lead. Until now, with Jimmy DR throwing the level 3, this is going to be scaled heavily. But still, the most amount of damage that Jimmy could do, and we have a burned out Honda. Okay. Jewelman got a little too frisky with canceling that headbutt into Torpedo, and Jimmy DR was ready with the drive impact. Good combo from Jewelman. That is going to be the round, and by tossing Marissa out, oh no, he's still alive. Jimmy's still alive, and this is Marissa. Jimmy could take this out of Jewelman, but there's so many things that could go wrong for Jimmy. Jewelman could sit pretty. 34 seconds is not a lot of time you could stop. You need to work with. All right, Jimmy. How are we going to approach this Honda? And, of course, Jewelman hitting the drive impact, hoping that Jimmy's reflexes would have hit drive impact back and caused him to die. They didn't. Jewelman is your victor. Excellent showing in that match. It's winner's final for winner's semi for a reason, but it's okay. We're gonna see both competitors sometime soon, sometimes sooner than later. But I really like Honda and Marissa. There's a lot of E-Hondas over at my local, and they're all really good. I don't know, there's just something about E-Honda, with teleport, with butt slam, that brings out the silliness in players. Oh, and the command throw. Let's not forget the command throw. Okay. The bracket is being updated right now, and according to my TO, it's going to be AZA Belmont versus Alpha King. I saw AZA Belmont at a previous tournament, and I was hoping to see more of them. I think it was a DQ that made sure that they didn't continue. So I'm always happy to see a fighter that was, prematurely lost come back. And also Alpha King. I've seen that name around a number of times, and this is the first time I'm going to actually call their match. Oh yeah, Alpha King with the TSC. Forgive me as I ingest my G Fuel right on camera. It's something really small. What? Let's go ahead and check the brackets right now. Well, we just finished winter semi with Jimmy DR and Jewelman, so that's going to be up. Segl is sitting pretty at losers round 1. So is Canon Z23. Um, Winner of Belmont versus Alpha King are definitely going to be in winners final. So we already saw Marissa. We already saw Honda, and I'm really curious to see who else is coming out of the woodwork for this one. And as always, we got our bounties on the board. Let's tech that throw. 10 tech throws. We didn't see any tech throws that last game. And kill with a perfect parry. Didn't see any of that either. So, we already got 8. Oh, shoot. Okay, we already got 8 tech throws. Shows how long I've been paying attention. Yes, let's get some dope matches indeed, Shay. Just 2 more tech throws, and we add $10 to the pot, bringing up the total. And hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and bring up the Matcherino. Come on, Nightbot. Give me a Matcherino link, baby. The Matcherino is very important for our fighters. I believe we have a $25 bonus, right? With the opportunity, indeed. But we also have a Matcherino for everybody else to claim. Matcherino is in the chat. I always mistype the name, but to quote the ever illustrious Max Ninja, something along the lines of, all right, forgive me, Matt. All right, you go to the Matcherino, you click it, you click your account, you add the button, you hit claim button, and whoop, 25 cents added to the pot. That's how he would do it. That's how he always says it. And then it's always off to the shadow realm I go. Ooh. That's like Max Ninja's like every intro, but I always recommend our players to help contribute to Matcherino. We don't have any free codes, do we, Mother? Not. Okay, so we don't have any free codes today, meaning that we got to donate our hard-earned cash for our players. If you could spare $1 or $2, please do. These players are fighting for our enjoyment, and we want to make sure that good effort is always rewarded. Hence why TSE loves to pop in bounties and $25. But if you want to help, please do. It's always the sign of goodwill is why good players keep coming back to us, because when they know that the players that watch them take care of them, they are more likely to come back to the tournament. So even if it's like $1, right? They know that this person gives a darn about me enough to donate $1. Because let's face it, when it comes to anything on the internet, getting $1 out of someone is really difficult. Oh, thanks, Jewelman. Yeah. I was trying to click, so we don't have the free codes this time. So we're just going to have to do this au naturel. I don't know. That's all right. Let's get to the next one. This time, Kimberly fighting against Akuma. Alpho King with the Akuma, Belmont with Kimberly, and I tell you what, Akuma is no actual demon, but Belmont better make sure they bring the holy water and salt, because Akuma be fighting like one. Already got Belmont stuck in the corner. Kimberly not known for a strong reversal. Instead, getting punched in the face. DP puts Alpha one touch away from death, and with that punish counter throw, they died in the first round. Holy cow, that was fast. Good approach. Belmont trying to go for the elbow drop just outside the standing medium kick. And Alpha King, I like the use of the fireball and standing light kick. Oh god, that's going to sail in for some big damage. Grabs the overhead. And Belmont can easily finish this off with a level 2. This is, yeah, no kill, but one more touch, which is what we have. And Alpha King, okay, eats the super. Belmont finally gets the damage on the board. Long range jump. And lands the standing medium kick. Okay, Alpha King is in some deep trouble right now. Good combo from Belmont, but went for the elbow drop, too eager, and dashed out from Alpha King and the jab, getting them the first game. There was definitely some wind in Belmont's sails. do something, but Alpha King just put the kibosh on that. Okay. Good whip punish from Belmont. We want to go ahead and dash in and get our plus frames. And already, Belmont winning the drive gauge war and the life war, especially when you're going to whip a big DP like that. This is Belmont's time. Use of the target combo. I like that to get Alpha King into the corner. And Belmont going to sit pretty with all this life lead. And thanks to the jump in, they will get the combo and confirm for their first round. Elbow drop, plants Alpha King right in the corner, and bam, Alpha King easily gets their way out of it. 2 demon flips and a DP, and Belmont being pushed towards the center of the screen, but they won't die. Good throw from Belmont, but the perfect parry from Alpha King instantly ends the comeback. Now, Alpha King, this is an interesting choice. Using the super after the perfect parry. That has heavily scaled the super, but it's okay. Thanks to the Oki. Just one more touch is going to allow Alpha King to win this. Oh, but will that touch come? Not exactly. The only touch from here is Belmont with the golden touch of the level 3 critical art, tying this game up 1-1.
Kimberly wins. Round 1. Fight.
Alpha King gets the knockdown. Belmont stuck in the corner, wanted to jump out and eats the DP for their trouble. No DP on that second one though. But that standing medium is a good whip punish button. Oh man, punish counter throw. This looks to be Alpha King's match, but Belmont spending the level 1 to just get themselves out of a bad situation, and the drive rush gets met with a crouching jab, putting Alpha King on set point. Another DP from Alpha, and again the drive rush overhead hit. Jumps over the DP, excellent, puts Alpha right into the corner and gets the wall splat. Now, Belmont only has 1 super gauge, so they can't do a whole lot, but they need to do as much as they can because Alpha King is up a set. Excellent, excellent corner pressure from Belmont. Juggling Belmont. That was a sick combo off of the air fireball. I do not think this will kill, but Alpha King is 2 hits away to securing their spot in the winner's final. Make that 3. 3 hits away from securing their position to winner's final. Oh, right. First to 3. Sorry. First to 3. Alpha King, if they keep fighting like that, they will be in winner's final soon, but Belmont not going to go down without a fight. Good use of spacing off of the standing medium kick, and they're going to, well, they were going to jump over for the crossover, but Alpha King's really strong with those DPs. Uh-oh, Belmont getting the DI. This is a holiday horror, and with the level 1, Aza is going to put themselves on set point.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, good throw from Alpha. And they wanted to drop rush in further, but Belmont was ready for that with the drive rush to level 3. Big super whip from Alpha, and this is going to be Belmont's time. Can they put the demon away? Alpha's already burned out in the corner. How much meter can Belmont use to get this kill? It's got to be guaranteed. Does the level 1 for the finish. It's not going to be all the way dead, but Alpha King's going to be knocking on Heaven's door. And with the spray can teleport and the low, Belmont perseveres over Alpha King and gets the 2-2. Yeah, final game is upon us. It really looked like Alpha was going to run away with this, but the adaptability of Belmont persevered, and we are at the final game. Okay, level 1 again from Belmont. That is Kimberly's only real reliable reversal. Alpha King sinks their fist into Kimberly's chest, putting them on set point. Good sweep from Alpho. Oh man, this is it. If I see a super, that's the super activation. That is it. Alpha King with, oh shoot, just a little bit left. Oh my god, that was sick! Swag! That was Mission Control's words, not mine. Anyway, Alpha King with the level 1 combo has taken it and moving on to winners finals. Let's see how well Alpha King dominated the situation. Belmont had the right idea with using stand medium, but every time they took to the sky, Alpha King was using the cross cuts to their advantage. And look at this combo. Level 2, allowing Kimberly to knock down and using the level 1 to finish her off. Excellent. Excellent showcase. I am absolutely pleased with what I saw today. And congratulations, Alpha King, for moving on to winners finals. We are just one match away for determining winners grand finals. Well, not one match, but one advancement in the bracket. The stars are aligning, people are coalescing, and that just means the conversation is going to get that much more intense. All right, let's go ahead and do a YouTube ad just so you can learn more about the TSE and what we're doing and what we will be doing. So don't go anywhere. We still have some amazing Street Fighter 6 content for you coming soon. Hello, welcome back again to another Street Fighter 6 tournament with the TSC. Captain No Fun holding it down in the booth by myself, but just because there's only one commentator doesn't mean the action is going to be any less exciting today. We just saw Belmont versus Alpha King. Alpha King triumphed over the Belmont family name using the power of the Satsui no Hada, and we are still in the middle of determining our grand finals. Let me go ahead and see the bracket real quick just to see how it's all shaping up, and you know how we do it. Okay. Looks like, is it SEGL? Zidanico? Alright, SEGL versus Zidanico. They jumped in it so fast that we haven't had time to adjust the overlay. And already Cammy off to a hot start, attacking JP in the corner, but JP using the amnesia to get the side switch. And Cammy has the life lead, but JP is going to burn that away. And oh god, SEGL going to, yep, Zidanico taking a good amount of damage, but thanks to the throw, we got the side switch. Good damage from Zidanico, SEGL. It's their turn to feel the power of Cammy, and this level 1 super normally would kill, but because Zidanico used some lights, we had to scale it heavily. She's burnt out on the opposite side, the wrong side of town. I'm not talking about Metro City, I'm talking about the far side of the screen versus the JP. Zidanico takes the chip damage for the loss. SEGL for the first win. Remember, this is first to 3. Zidanico has some time to make up for it, but SEGL finding some great punishes, but the perfect parry from Cammy stops him in his tracks. All right. Time for Zidanico to catch up on some much needed damage. Another level 1 from them. They are sitting pretty at level 2. And SEGL, again, we are using the OD amnesia. Oh no! Oh, you hate to see that. Zidanico went for a throw, but gets popped by the portals. They're such a nuisance. Okay, another level 1 from Zidanico. SEGL throws the level 2, and Zidanico throws the back fist to bully themselves into it. We tied up 1 apiece. Oh man, it's starting to look like the first round again. That's exactly how Zidanico got JP in the corner. But JP is more willing to throw right now. Just like how Zidanico was more willing to parry. Great job from SEGL. Zidanico blocking those normals, inching their way to the corner, takes up some space, dive kick, but gets stopped by the crouching jab. Big cross up on the light. Zidanico inching their way forward, and SEGL throwing all the fireballs. Now you can drive rush through some of JV on fireballs. It takes a lot of time and excellent patience from Zidanico. This will be a level 3. We have not seen Zidanico do anything more than a level 1, but I'm sure this is a great case for it because it has allowed Zidanico to take the first game.
Cammy wins. Round 1. Fight.
Excellent bait, but not the biggest punish right now, but SEGL still, oh man. SEGL is getting thrown deep in the corner, and with the 2 drive rush cancel spent. Oh, no super from Zidanico, but the dive kick gets the round.
Round 2. Fight.
can see that the key right now for SCGL is to try to keep Cammy in a defensive state, and a tail vault like that is a really good idea, especially when your opponent's carrying. The perfect punish counter on throws does a lot of damage. Okay, thigh wrap. Another throw. Cammy can loop you in the corner, but instead, Zidanico allows himself to spend the drive impact and a hooligan setup. Holy cow. How do you defend against this? No. Holy cow. That was a good combo. Critical art means this could kill. I want to say no. And the crouching heavy punch allows SCGL to get around. You liked it? Get around as in around in the game, but also get around as in circumnavigate the situation. Zidanico hitting buttons, and these throw loops are becoming really bad for SCGL. If I was anticipating a throw, I would like to back it. Crouching heavy punch. SCGL burning out Zidanico. Zidanico sees the drive impact coming in and spends the level 3. That was good because Zidanico could have just died. And now it's SCGL on Death Store, and thanks to the back fist, Zidanico is 2-0. This matchup is normally in JP's favor, but Zidanico is making it look really easy. And I believe SCGL is switching to Ryu. Thank you. Good throw from Zidanico. Another throw. Cammy, one of the few characters to burn out loop you, throw loop you in the middle of the screen. SCGL decided to go for the tech. The first tech they did the entire set and gets punished immediately. And Zidanico with the hooligan combination and SC with the good anti-air. We're stuck in the middle. Ryu has so many plus frames, but is afraid to throw a fireball. You can see some hesitancy from SCGL to throw a fireball. That's because of back fist. Excellent tech from SCGL, but they got a lot of ground to cover. Good cancel. Good drive rush cancel. Misses with the rescue combo. Goes big for the hurricane kick, but if they make another play like that, they will be going home. Side switch from Zidanico. And I like the decision to drive rush cancel from SCGL just to take up space, but watch out. This is time for the... great super. Attacks the drive gauge of Zidanico. And that's that back fist we were talking about, chat. SCGL was just decided to throw more fireballs, and Zidanico, tongue-tied right now, comes in. Oh, that's not enough frames. You're -6 off of a whiff. A whiff drive reversal. And Cammy looking real good now. Zidanico 3 games to 0. They'll be on. SEGL unfortunately is going home. You can see that SEGL was more likely to throw moves, but right there, that back fist allowed Zidanico to get the positioning that they needed to impose their will. And again, the story of that match was the throw. There was a brief moment where SEGL could have won, but they didn't time their punish to the drive reversal close enough. And the throw that has been an SEGL side, the thorn in their side was more than a thorn. It was a dagger right to the side, and it has pierced their chances in the suite of events. SEGL will be going home. Zidanico moving along in the bracket, but hey, great showing. You made it this far, and we always love to see people represent. Canna Z23 and Druller. I need to step away from the computer real quick. I'll be right back. Mission control.
All right, guys. So while my commentator is away, I will be taking over for the time being. I am your TO here on the Slayer. So just to give you guys a heads up, let's take a look at, or hopefully, let's take a look at the bracket and see how things are looking. Guys, didn't hear anything that I just said, but just know we're going to be updating all that so we get our people in here. As of right now, the standings, I'm sorry, I'll just tell you guys again. The standings are that we have Jewelman and Alpho King that are in the winners finals waiting to fight each other. Losers finals, losers top 8 side. We did just see Segl versus Zidanico. Zidanico able to take that over Segl and will be going up against Jimmy DR. And then of course we right now have Z 23 versus Druller, and the victor of that will be going up against AZA Belmont. So that's going to be.
Is it AZ? I always say Aza. I always say Aza. Because look, I also commentate Tekken, so you know Aza Sena.
But you know that's Azu Sena.
Yeah, but it's very close. But the whole point is, Aza to me is a lot easier to say than AZA because that is one less syllable. And if you're ever in the booth chat, syllables are a finite resource,
and they are hard. Commentating is a hard job, guys. Shout out to Captain No Fun for this. Hard job.
Thank you for holding down the fort. Mission
Control.
Control.
Thank you. So we will be having our next contenders in here in just a moment, of course, guys. As an update, we are 1 away from finishing the tech throws. Just 1. It's 9 out of 10. That was really quick, guys. Really quick.
Yes, but we all know that tagging throws in Street Fighter is a riskier thing than trying to like jump over a car like Ice Show Speed. Because much like jumping over a car, if you mess up, you die.
Also very true.
Trying to stay hip with them kids about what's happening on the land of the streams. I'll tell you what.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to fade away, let my commentator do his thing here, get some things set in the back so you guys aren't looking at anything that's crazy. I'll see you guys later.
All right. Canon Z23 versus Dr. Druller. This is probably the first time I'm going to see Dr. Druller. Canon Z23, I did see him before at another tournament. It's really funny. I keep saying this, but when you commentate a specific game, you're much like IRL tournaments. You're going to see the same names over and over again, and the only thing that changes is the overlay. So, watching players like Z23, Jewelman, Jimmy DR run the circuit and get better is really cool. And it is my pleasure that I get to see this growth from many different windows. I commentate more than TSC. Not to say that I don't love commentating TSC. TSC is, you would say, my home base online. They are my sponsor for, a very specific reason. But, much like Ryu, I travel the world. And if you follow me, there's actually going to be some really good updates there. Okay, Canon Z23 rocking the pink Zangief. No, Canon Z23 is the jury, and Druller rocking the pink Zangief. Zangief, a menace a menace in the lower brackets, but recently got nerfed in the carry patch, much to the chagrin of every single Zangief there. Oh my god. That was not a good whip punish to experience from Dr. Druller. Juri has very long legs, so she can whiff punish for days. Not to mention her walk speed. Walk speed's up there with Chun's. And okay, this is going to be an easy finish, especially with the drive gauge on tap. And we will have to use it. I like the decision. You know, I don't know if Canon Z23 needed the full super, but I do like the impetus of let me get my kill right now. Not to mention, it's better to waste, quote unquote, 1 super level versus 2. You can get 1 bar super very fast in here. Excellent use of the drive impact to catch the standing heavy punch. Zangief is plus, and charge heavy is one of his ways of dealing damage and hurting your drive gauge, but it also is heavily telegraphed. Drop kick allows him to change. Druller doing a better job at trying to get a whip punish right in here. Another drive impact from Cannon, letting loose the cannon that is drive impact, but will them be winning this match be a Cannon event? Did it again! Wordplay. Druller, great whip punish off of the crouching standing light kick, and Cannon did not finish that combo. They are on death's door, and this is a wise decision. They're going to get a lot of damage now, but that means they are all or nothing in this round. If Druller is able to just touch Juri, Cannon would have spent that meter for nothing, but Druller is bumped out near the corner, and the pinwheel puts Druller close to the death's door. The neutral jump allows Cannon to get the game. All right, Druller not looking so fresh, not exactly showing themselves as Soviet strongest, but that is because this is a very tough match. Zangief not known for his defense. And what Druller needs to do is get that hard knockdown. Good. Now, what I would like to see is a drive rush off of the standing heavy punch just to take up space, but you can see what Druller's doing. Druller is dashing twice. Oh, lands the Mongolian chop. This is going to be the first round for Druller. Drops Cammy right on her head. CTE, sit-T, baby. Whiffs the standing heavy punch. Cannon gets the punish counter. Oh, now it's Druller. Druller throwing out some hitboxes. Cannon having a little hard time trying to approach. They dash in and gets 4 light attacks for their trouble, and they're still going to try to do something. If I'm Druller, I'm going to be looking out for Juri's crouching medium kick. That's her main way of getting in. Oh! And if I'm Cannon, I'm looking out for Zangief jumping in with a body splash just like that. Druller dashing in. No drive rush cancel. No stop to the anti-air. Cannon pushing Druller to the corner. This is a bad spot for Zangief, and Zangief goes for the OD lariat. One more touch, crouching medium kick. Ties it up. We can see that Druller is more willing to hit buttons. That's what you need to do in Street Fighter. Street Fighter is very offense-oriented, and getting your opponent to block is handy. I think blocking is good, making your opponent block, because you're deleting the drive gauge and you're opposing your will on the situation. And right now, Canon Z23 wisely throws the parry to avoid the drive splat, but there is a lot of life, and Zangief sitting at 1,100 life, 11,000 life. That's a lot of boy you gotta chop through. Good use of the anti-air. Druller should be patient. Needs to start checking those drive impacts. That's a lot of openings they're leaving on the table. But they're being really annoying with these crouching attacks. And Canon Z23 can't really afford to do any of this. Oh, great drive rush cancel. Normally you don't want to be doing that when your opponent has a lot of life. But Cannon did not have a lot of life. And Druller just spent 3 gauges to get the kill. We are 1 round ahead. Druller doing a great job of playing keep out from Cannon. And Cannon, you can see that they're trying to be eagle-eyeing with the standing heavy kick. Now they're up close, but Druller uses the crouching medium kick to make space and wallops Juri right in the face with the heavy. Aerial is stuff good. Cannon gets the buff. Now Druller hitting some lights, trying to see if Cannon will bite at anything, but no, Cannon does have the life lead, especially after this combo, and we got corner positioning. Wanted to backdash. They were afraid that Druller was going to do a level 3, and by backdashing, you are throw-a-moon, and Druller notices this. They're going to jump back. Cannon could jump in, instead waits for Druller to jump in and hits the pinwheel. Now Cannon going right back to the drive impact. That is an option. Druller as Zangief can only really counter with a level 3 or a level 2. Hops over, but thanks to the backdash, Cannon is out of the way, and Zangief goes, "Are you serious?" and loses the round. Cannon is now in the final round with 3 superstars to their name, and Druller is not looking good. Yes, they're tied up, but Zangief doesn't have a lot of good wake-up options or reversals, so losing level 3, which is his best reversal, that is like Yami Yugi walking into Duelist Kingdom losing Exodia. Bit of a dated reference, I know, but I think y'all old enough for that one. Cannon showing some great patience right now. Druller got caught hitting buttons up into the corner, and Cannon, that's right, damage, drive gauge, depletion, and positioning. A real smorgasbord of this Blitzkrieg offense, and DDT, Jake the Snake, allows Druller to get the side switch. Now, they spent all of their drive gauge. Unfortunately, they couldn't get Borscht Dynamite, but they got the win, putting themselves at 2-1. That DDT side switch was the game changer. That allowed Druller to get the drive impact wall splat and doing just enough damage to them for them to get the victory. And now for Druller's potential final game, we are in the Macho Ring. How appropriate for Zangief. And Zangief jumping back with a body slam, and Cannon is up against the corner. Oh, you don't want this. You do not want to have the big Zangief man corner you like that. Oh, excellent whip punish, and Cannon wisely jumps over just to get the side switch. Druller goes for the wheel kick and gets punished. The chops, we're going to complete that whole chop combo. And Druller, what I'm noticing from them is they're not using a lot of drive gauge, drive rush. That's a fairly popular decision for Zangief, just to drive rush and take up space. Druller's not doing it. They're really preserving the drive gauge. And Cannon, though, because Druller hasn't been taking up a lot of space, has forced Druller into the corner, where Druller has to make big moves like the hopping knee. And now there's a drive rush cancel. No fireball. Druller burns himself off a drive impact, hoping they would get something big and juicy, but instead gets a nice meaty jump in. Backdash from Cannon. They will complete this. Level 1, no level 1, but it's going to be a level 2 from Druller with the jump combo. Who's next is what Druller is going to say if they win one more match. One more round. They will send Cannon Z23 home. Cannon Z23 is wearing the pajama outfit, but will their chances of winning go to sleep? But if Druller keeps whipping SPDs like that in neutral, maybe the chances of them are going to start drastic go up. Good drive rush catch from Cannon. Cannon needs to win this round, preferably without using the super bar or just to level 1. Oh, that's a big whiff from Druller. I don't know if that was intentional, if that was a whiff, misinput. But right now, Cannon Z23 went for the double throw loop. Wise decision to tech from Druller. And Druller making their way in with the hopping knee, the jabs. Cannon's going to back out. No whip punish off of the knee. That's it. That's dead. Wheel kick is so unsafe if missed space, and that was definitely missed space, that I can tell you that. Interesting situation now. We're either going to end this round or keep it going, depending on who wins. Druller getting the early knockdown. This time they go for the driver cancel. Wanted the crossover, but Cannon D23 catches them on the way down and puts Druller near the corner. Druller armors through the aerial attack, and we're back to center. And now the Ric Flair chops slowly pushing Cannon Z23 right to the corner, but we're back in the middle. This is a real samba dance of positioning, and Cannon Z23 is winning the position game, but Druller is winning drive gauge supremacy. you can see that there's a hesitancy from Cannon, and that is because Druller has level 3. They've been shown to threaten the level 3. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it. That's gonna be good damage. Cannon wisely backs up. We're going in. No drive rush cancel. No fireballs. I would probably be using fireballs if I was Cannon. Oh, this is game. This is game. Zangief with the level 2. If Druller lands the Borscht Dynamite, he goes for the level 1. Easy damage, and with 3-1, Druller is punching their ticket to the next round of losers, and Cannon Z23 is going to be stuck in the undercard as their push ends today. You can see right now that okay, cool. Whenever you hear me go, uh-oh, that's because there's a display error. Where was I? Yes. Cannon Z23 is playing Jury, who's normally known for their aggro-ness, but because of level 3, it really made them hesitant to push through, allowing Druller to get a juicy jump and splash. And with level 2 to the level 1, they spent all their resources to get the kill, and they will be moving on to the next game. But hey, fantastic showing from Cannon. They did get the first game, but unfortunately, Druller got the other 3. Doesn't matter what you win. If you win in the first, you win in the second. You just got to complete the set, and that's what Druller did. Hey, you know what's really stylish to wear? TSE merch. It's really stylish. Really, really stylish. Everything is good in pink. Toxic masculinity be damned. Pink is an amazing color, but we have more than amazing colors of pink. We got various Street Fighter apparel, TSE backpacks. We also have, come on, next slide, show it to me. The TSE shop, the sweetevents.com/shop. If you want to show your support to the sweet events, and I know you do, go to the TSE shop where we'll have various pins, hats, jerseys, and backpacks with our logo, styled to various fighting game characters for you to adorn. Show your support to the TSE by rocking our merchandise, and it's another way that you could support your favorite esports organization that extends beyond your average donation and Twitch sub. Even though we really like those two. Just letting you know, if you want to support us but don't really have the money, a simple follow does wonders. Back to the action right now. I am doing it all, baby. Zidanico. Yes. Zidanico's. We are about to hit losers quarterfinals. Zidanico's Cammy versus Jimmy DR's Marissa. On paper, this is going to favor Cammy. I will tell you that straight up. Cammy has amazing pressure, and Marissa does not have an amazing reversal. When it's Cammy's time, it's Cammy's time. And Zidanico, we already saw their willingness to put you in a mid-screen throw loop. We haven't really seen Zidanico use the back fist or the close range heavy. Will that change here, or will they play a more widely spaced Cammy? Meanwhile, Jimmy DR, we've seen twice that they can just throw out a Gladius into level 3. We've not seen them whip any supers this entire tournament. Will that consistency stay true? I don't know, but we're here to watch and find out. Also, we easily cleared the tech three throws. So we have added $10 to the pot, so there's going to be a base level $35, meaning if you want to help, you should please do. $35 is evening changing money, but if you want to throw a little bit extra, you should. But I'm not going to force you. Money's hard to come by. What's going on, Mission Control? Okay, we are waiting for our players on deck. Chat, how y'all doing today? Anybody catch any of the tournaments? I was actually watching Tiger Uppercut with my wife, so we got to see that whole controversy with XCC. Thank you, wife. We saw all the controversy with XCC and the TWT, but wow. XCC with the TWT and I'm with the TSC. Wow. a lot of abbreviations being thrown around. I lost my train of thought. Yes. Tournaments. Big shout out to the TSC. We've had a number of our players place well within the top 50, including our very own JJ Breeze, rocking the law at 4th place at DreamHack Atlanta. This is why we do these things. Our players are great, and you keep us, everyone out there in chat who's supporting TSC is doing a great job keeping us afloat with your support and your funds and all that such. To quote my commentary partner for a time, K-Vox, iron sharpens iron, so the only way you can really get better is to enter competitions and test your mettle. I'm not a player. Well, no, I play. I'm decent at playing, but this is where I am. This is where I am, right here in the commentary, right here. Why I got signed. One of the very few places that TSC is actually one of the few places that sponsors commentators, which is crazy. Like, you would think with the big population of people who want to be commentators that there would be a stronger cottage industry of other groups wanting to sponsor them, but they're actually very hard to come by. So I'm very blessed to be in the position where I am, and as such I will do whatever I can to support TSC and go around the world, or in this case around the country, to strengthen my commentary game. And if you want to see a little bit of my exploits, please give me a follow on Twitter or X, CaptainNoFun_G. I upload a lot of my voice acting and commentary clips there. I recently just got to commentate Guildhouse, and we saw the return of Samurai FGC, who was one of the best Lukes in the world. And he came in and pretty much mollywopped the competition. It was actually a hyper tense match. Also, mollywop. I didn't know when I started using that phrase in my parlance, but I love it. Let me see. What? Yeah, mollywop. Let me see where it came from. Mollywop origin. Oh, it's from the Baltimore lexicon, apparently. I did not know that. Well, of course. Should have known. Yeah, see, I see, this is why I look up things, because, like, I wouldn't have known. Like, if you were to ask me, I would have thought it was like 1920s gang, like 1920s mobster slang. But I didn't know it came from Baltimore. That's actually pretty cool. So apparently the term has probably been in use since the 60s. Ah, awesome. That's pretty old. But I really like it. I really like it. Because, like, it's one thing to say, like, somebody got beat up or somebody got washed, but to say you got mollywopped, that's a whole new, like, upper tier of getting your ass kicked. I've been using it in the booth a lot, mollywop. It's also very fun to say. But shout outs to Baltimore for contributing to our ever-growing lexicon of terms. Slang is fun. Slang is fun. Okay, so I already got word from Mission Control that we are still waiting for some of our players. So in an effort to preserve my throat and make the waiting a little less awkward, we're gonna go and move to a quick break. So please don't go anywhere. There's plenty of TSC going around, and you better be there to experience it all. See you soon. matches was such an energy consuming thing, but we are going to go ahead and start the winners final. Jewelman versus Alpho, Honda versus Akuma. This is definitely Jewelman's fight to go through, as Alpho wielding the stronger character of Akuma, getting the early parry against Jewelman, and this is not good. Jewelman got grabbed out of their OD reversal, and that's because Honda's reversal, not invincible, just armored, and we could throw through armor. But Jewelman throwing Alpho down. Remember, Honda has 500 health more than your average Street Fighter character, and Akuma has 1,000 health less. Oh my god, double dips Teriyaki's kick, and Jewelman gets the early lead against Alpha King. Alpha King did have a very strong showing in the previous round, but now they're fighting the player of the caliber of Jewelman, and Jewelman is not going to let Alpha King trounce them so easily. Forward heavy, going to keep the shins, and Alpha King spends a lot of meter just to get in close to Honda. Honda splashing their way into the pool, diving in, and now making sure that Alpha is stuck against the corner. OD Rekkas, and Alpha holding the parry too long, eats a lot of damage, and is burnout. This is really bad. Honda is so good at threatening burnout damage, as we can see here. 100 hands. 100 hands blocked does as much damage as certain moves unchecked. Excellent check from Alpha King. Jewelman stuck in the corner. Now, Street Fighter has always been a momentum game, Street Fighter 6 specifically. So when you are on the receiving end of a knockdown, it really feels like a cascade of mistakes can happen to you. And Jewelman going to get an easy knockdown. Alpha King holding strong in the corner. They're close to burnout, but thanks to that little combo, not only are we at the center, but Jewelman is 2 hits away from losing. Or 1 hit if we're just going to DP. Excellent cross up from Alpha. Light. Good butt slam to get the side switch. And Alpha King holding pretty strong. They have a lot of life to play with, and now Jewelman is up against the wall, and this is going to be the game. Alpha King using a lot of Akuma's tools to his favor, and thanks to the level 3 cancel, we have ourselves our first game done.
Round 1. Fight.
King rushing in with the overhead, and Jewelman though still has a pretty good life lead, but we confirm off the crouching medium, allowing Alpha King to continue. Great use of the demon jump to maintain the space. Both our fighters sitting in the yellow, and Alpha King gets flattened by the butt, popped in the air, and Jewelman gets the round. Good parries from Jewelman, but they still need it a lot to go through. I like the jump to the headbutt to get in, but Alpha King punishes Jewelman, sends him across the stage, and Jewelman drive rush, standing heavy. Oh, that's a big one. We're gonna flatten Akuma, and we're flattening him again with the drive impact. Jewelman not gonna have enough to get a level 3, but instead of just gonna spend a level 2, which is more than enough to kill Akuma, putting the set to 2-1. Alpha King had the idea, but Jewelman is finding these moments to jump in and get massive damage. And once again, Alpha King with an early parry against Jewelman. I really believe Alpha King has been studying the parries, and Jewelman with a parry of their own. Good one. Oh, excellent use of the headbutt to escape. This match is about even, but Jewelman has the corner, and when you have the corner at Street Fighter, that is the equivalent of the high ground. And Jewelman with the cross-up jump to the throw, putting themselves at set point, making this a very quick winner's final. Hey, Jewelman doesn't get paid by the hour. Alpha King, they have the corner, and Jewelman using the drive reversal. Drive reversal is actually a very strong move to do. You're -6, so you don't get like the horrible damage, but you allow yourself to get space. And Alpha King definitely doesn't want space right now. Oh, Jewelman with the backdash throw, and Alpha King is in a bad spot. Now they use the drive reversal, and Jewelman senses it. Oh man, this is gonna be a lot of damage, but Jewelman says no! Have a critical art. We are going to extend my life a little bit longer. Big punch to the face. Alpha King barely squeaks that one away, but with no more level 3 on the table, they can't pull that magic trick twice. Alpha King already looking real bad. About a little over a quarter of the life left. Jewelman, with just one more touch, will secure their way into winners finals. But Alpha King not gonna let that stand by. Akuma could do a lot of damage without super, especially with their really good normals. Jewelman jumps back up, a parry there, and the crouching jab allows Jewelman 3-1 to sit on grand finals on the winner's side. I have commentated a lot with Jewelman, and this is the first time I've seen him in winner's final on the winner's side in a long time, and I have yet to see them actually win a tournament because it's their rival Ruffian MX that usually takes it home. But with Ruffian MX surprisingly missing from this equation, can Jewelman take it home and win the big Chonko pot of stew and a whopping $35 pot? The only way we can find out is if we watch more TSC Street Fighter 6. Actually, let me use the sexy ASMR voice for that one. Let me get in a moment. The only way we could find out is watching more TSC Street Fighter 6. Yeah, that worked. That worked. Yeah, chat. You didn't know I had that voice on me, huh? I sound like every shonen protagonist. Some people say that, like, gee, Captain, you sound like an anime protagonist, and I do. I really do. This is how I naturally talk. But you know, occasionally I could drop the voice an octave, and now we got ourselves the radio voice. And the key to the radio voice is when you get in, you want to make sure you're closer to the microphone, and I think I could drop this even lower up. Hi there, everyone. Welcome back to Street Fighter 6 over at the Sweet Events, and you're listening to the sweet, sultry voice of Captain No Fun. Okay, I think that's enough. That's one of my party tricks right there, chat. You like? Please say you like. There's 12 of you. Somebody should say that they like it. All right, Mission Control's laughing. I'll take that as a good enough. But hey, I'm really happy to see Jewelman in winners finals, in grand final. It's really fun to see a player that has grind really hard see the fruition of their. But Alpha King not out of the tournament. They are going to be standing at the gates of heaven like the demon they are, and they will either repel the invaders and ascend to the throne again, or will this demon be vanquished? We don't know. It's a drama. Drama. Where all the world's a stage, and we are all players in the great street fight of life. Although I do say, let's go ahead and look at the bracket right there to see who could be potentially be fighting in this final. So, Jewelman sending Alpha King down, down, down. We still have Jimmy DR and Zidanico, as well as Belmont versus Druller. Druller having an impressive, wow, a little bit of a southern accent coming out. Dr. Druller doing a great job with the Zangief, making sure that he was able to hogtie the jury and slam her brain like cantaloupe on a concrete, turning her chances into the top 8 into roadkill. But you know, Zidanico is doing great with the Cammy. And let me just say, Cammy's legs, yeehaw, that there be making me hotter than a radiator in summertime. And Jimmy DR gonna be playing that big old Marissa. That Marissa hit like a pickup truck, and I know the power of a pickup truck. What's coming over me? I don't know what's over me, Chad. This is what happens when Captain No Fun's in the booth by himself. Dumb voices come out. We already had the ASMR radio voice, and now we're doing random Southern voice. Southern hit. I am so sorry to anyone who lives in the South who might have been perturbed by that portrayal. But you know, when you got no commentator here to tell you to shut up, you pretty much have the wheel and can drive this conversation anywhere you want. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to Druller versus Belmont. We are having some difficulty getting in contact with one of our players, so we're going to go ahead and use a technique called stalling Nujitsu, where we are going to do as many matches as possible before we hit our stopping point. So hopefully we will be able to clear up this little bit of problem. So enjoy Belmont versus Druller as we get them on. It's really fun to see a Zangief. Playing Zangief is suffering. Watching Zangief is hilarious. Hold up, chat. I got a message to pop it. Sorry about that. I'm actually securing another. But how we all doing, chat? Yup. Don't be afraid to say hi. I like to say hello. I love talking to chat, especially now when I got no partner. If we look at it, y'all my partner. So imagine this empty. Let me just get the finger. Yeah. Imagine this empty square as you all. Y'all. You're gonna be my co-commentators today. So in essence, we're all in the booth. So please, yeah, thank you, Alpha King. Chillin'. I really liked your Akuma. I really liked it. Good showing. You're still in this thing. So I really want to see what comes out. Well, chilling. Forgot the G. Okay, Belmont. The Kimberly. Now I remember. Belmont was having some difficulty landing the elbow. And Druller playing a very oppressive wall Zangief. But hey, you gotta try to keep Kimberly out. But Belmont sprinting their way in with a drive impact, but doesn't get the full combo. And even worse, they're gonna burn themselves out. Druller will eat that damage, and they're burnt out. Oz's timer is going to expire first, which is a good thing. If Druller needs to get out of the corner, or else Belmont is going to get the drive gauge and another drive impact. But if they keep landing hits like that, they're not going to need it, and they did not need it in that situation. First round, Belmont. By the way, Alpho King, if you can, check out my Twitter page. I just uploaded a clip from a match from my local from Samurai FGC. He had an amazing showing at my local with Akuma. It was the most oppressive, scary Akuma I've ever seen. So you can find the clip and If you search Guildhouse Esports, you will be able to find the match. But Ozzy Belmont going to find this throw. One more hit allows Ozzy Belmont to take the victory. Druller wanted to use a drive impact, but did not have a life to spare. And already we got ourselves our first game. But we've seen this situation in Druller before, where they will get destroyed in the first game. That's the same thing that happened with Cannon B23, but they'll find a way to adjust. But Kimberly is a very hard character to adjust because there's so many tools in her arsenal. If every character has a toolbox, Kimberly has the Home Depot, or REI, or Lowe's. Lowe's is actually a pretty cool store. And Ozzy Belmont bringing in the really good hardware of the plus frames, double standing heavy kicks, getting the early burnout. And they're going to go ahead and walk themselves into a perfect... Druller has not been able to win a round. Uh-oh, bondage counter to the knockdown and the drive reversal. And Ozzy Belmont slides their way in, and this time, that is the first command grab we have seen the entire set. 4 sets in, and now Ozzy Belmont decides to throw Zangief. This is a good decision just so Ozzy can reclaim a lot of that lost drive game. Druller using the drop kick again, powers through. That's been there reliable. Same with the splash, and Ozzy Belmont punishes the lariat, and that's going to be 2-0. Drive impact means drive impact, but Belmont's impact goes second, meaning they're going to win. Zuna drop, put Zangief in the corner, and great parry from Druller to avoid the wall splat. And now Belmont has no drive gauge. This is Druller's time to do something. Kimberly is definitely way less effective without drive gauge. But Druller doesn't want to go spending too much gauge too soon. They're back in the green. Drive rush cancels into the spinning pile driver. One more command throw, and that will give Druller a much needed first win. But Ozzy Belmont has the corner, has meter. They can easily burn out Zangief now, or at least mix him up. This is going to be the round. Actually, no, it's not going to be the round. Ozzy Belmont does not have enough green to fully convert. And there's going to be a lot of scaling on this super. I believe we are at set point. So one more move. Druller went for the drive impact. Oh, yes, we are at set point. Ozzy Belmont 1 round away. Oh, misses with the standing heavy. Druller wanted to punch through, but instead Ozzy Belmont goes to the legs, which is the one part of Zangief's body that is not armored. Excellent neutral jump, but does not get the full combo. But there is a full combo from Ozzy, and Zangief is now in the left corner this time. Plus frames off the stand heavy kick, and that's the 3rd drive reversal that Druller has used. But it's only been stalling the another one. Oh, great knockdown. Another jump. They meet in the air, but Ozzy Belmont lands first. Okay, one more hit from Ozzy. Will they get it? And Druller goes for the critical art. And let's watch Ozzy Belmont's life force be depleted as she is driven right into the concrete. Ouchies. However, that's only one match. That is the first match that Druller has won. We are 2 games in. That means Ozzy Belmont was able to win 5 matches unanswered, and Druller jumping back a lot. They are playing with the space, but again, they are stuck in the corner, but this time they have cornered themselves, and Ozzy drops the combo, and another drive reversal from Druller. Holy cow. A level 3 from Ozzy. That's going to be some good damage. And Druller has so much life to recover from. Not to mention bad positioning, low drive gauge. as the seconds tick on, it's looking to be more like Oz's match. A last gasp from Druller. Can they get something started? Spinning pile driver, excellent. 2 dashes in. No, they're going to go ahead and stay still. But the running flip kick allows Oz and Belmont to claim this game 3-0. Druller fought valiantly, and I would like to say that that last match was a lot closer than what the life was, but unfortunately, we gotta say goodbye to our one and only Zangief. You didn't last long, but much like a spinning pile driver, your presence is going to resonate throughout this entire tournament today. Let me just take a break. Oh man, it's actually a unique challenge to commentate by yourself. Sometimes you just can't get everyone, but we at the Sweet Events recognize that players who donate their time to be here should be best represented with commentary. And you know, even if I'm by myself, I will give you the best commentary I can. Luckily for myself, I have been calling a lot of games by myself over at Locals. So I have built up quite the endurance. And by the way, chat, if you can, consider this a little bit of an appearance fee on your part. Just let people know if you like what you hear. Let people know that I'm entertaining. Be like, hey, saw a stream with Captain No Fun. Love him. Hey, Captain No Fun's here. Love him. Because from the TO side, I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to support a commentator, let the TO know that you like the commentator. That's the best indicator that the TO has made a good decision. And thus, your favorite commentator keeps coming back. And more importantly, keeps going to other places. That's a little tip for you. Doesn't have to be with me. TSC has a lot of amazing commentators. Greta, Bronze League, Mexican Uppercuts, Dante the One, just to name a few. And when I say a few, I mean few. We have a lot. And letting people know, especially the organizer and other organizers, that you liked what you heard on the stream, that goes a long way in 1, motivating your commentators, and 2, motivating the TOs that they have picked the right person. Like, I'm serious. I really feel like in this ecosystem, especially with how many commentators out there, it's really hard to like get feedback or know what you're doing makes a difference. And of course, obviously, TSC knows that I'm good because right here, right underneath, next to my name is the TSC logo. Not the logo, TSC letters. It's always trying to fun trying to find out where it is. I think I'm on a delay. Right there. Bam, right here. This is how TSC knows that they picked the right guy. But hearing from the players, hearing from the fans does a lot to support this team. So, hear anything you like, let people know. Social media is a very powerful tool, and we must use this tool in order to best represent ourselves. That's a little bit about my rant. Consider it my cost for doing this for you by myself. So thank you for allowing me to indulge myself in this. You know, a little bit of a selfish moment, if you will, but it's okay. We got ourselves a lot of Street Fighter to go through. It's gonna be real good. It's gonna be real good, everybody. Okay, Ozzy Belmont versus Zidanico is going to be next on deck, and that will be Cammy versus Kimberly. Ozzy was able to run roughshod against Zangief, and Zangief doesn't have a lot of reversal tools, which is something that Cammy has plenty of. Cannon Spike, level 1, alone can do a lot of damage. So they're not going to be able to jump around and move as freely. Not to mention, Kimberly doesn't have a good reversal in her hand. So if Ozzy is trapped with plus frames, it's gonna be some hard committal reads that need to be done. Also, I like how Nightbot says, Jin players eat paint. That's hilarious. Remember when lead paint was a thing? People would eat lead paint. Apparently lead paint tasted good. Don't know why. Also, I want to give a shout out to my handler tonight, Oren. Oren's doing a very good job making sure everything's put together, and now we're going to start this match of losers quarters. Belmont jumping in, does not have the life lead. Zidanico, good punish, went for the hooligan, and the jump back from Belmont allowed them to catch Cammy on the falling in. And this is going to be some good damage in the corner, but Azza, less than 2 gauges. They're going to try to build their way up to that 3 gauge. No, they're not waiting for the threshold. I don't care that I'm going to burn out, and that's going to be really bad as Zidanico gets the side switch and puts them right back in the corner. This is a highly mobile match. Both of these characters extremely nimble and beautiful. Can this be? Yo, was that? No, that wasn't a burnout. That was not a parry kill. That was not a combo to finish it. Not a parry kill. Sorry, chat. Great use of meter from Azza. And we're going to get that buff right now. Kimberly will get a speed buff, and they also will get a damage buff. Kimberly starts the game with a 90% damage value, and the level 3 allows her to get the full 100. Back to the right corner, and Zidanico just going to keep it easy to maintain the drive gauge. Just the wall splat to level 3. Actually, that's some pretty good damage. Throw back from Azza. Throwing the nuke. Oh my god. Okay, this is the round.
Cammy wins. Round 1.
2 rounds to 0 from Zidanico. Definitely piloting their character stronger than Azza, but that's only the first game. 3 games are needed to be won. So there's still plenty of time to turn this around. Good throw from Azza, but doesn't get the spray can conversion, and instead the parry to the punish throw and the side switch. Oh my god. Standing heavy punish counter. That's what Cammy does best. And here's Zidanico's signature throw loop, but gets the wrong side. Back to the neutral, in middle. Hooligan combination, and the throw will plant Zidanico down. Will plant Azza down. And Zidanico is running away with this one. Good back throw from Azza. This time Zidanico stuck in the corner, but wanted to go for the throw, but the range was not there. Excellent combination. And we're going right from Vagabond Edge to level 3. This is going to be a repeat of the previous game. But now Azza Belmont is down a round, so they're going to need to win this now, or else they will be at a 2-game deficit. But if they keep landing drive impacts like that in the corner, that problem is going to resolve itself until Zidanico gets the perfect parry. Great pickup off of the punish counter, and that conversion allows Azza to get a round. Can they tie it up, or will they lose the round and be fighting at a 2-game deficit? Zidanico has a lot of meter there too. Azza Belmont has already spent their level 3, but already they are 1 touch away from level 2, which they got right now. And they are going to spend that drive gauge. They're still at the advantage. Azza Belmont tries to jump in, and rare use of the spinning hurricane kick to get the anti-air. Oh god! Elbow drop gets popped by the anti-air. Hooligan combination. Another elbow parried. Zidanico on these parries so well. There was a gap in that pressure string that Azza was able to identify in. And now, one more throw. Zidanico going for all of it, and instead loses all of it. We are tied up 1-1. That could have gotten really bad for Ozza. I'll be right back, chat. I need to refill my water.
Round 2. Fight.
I'm back. Mission Control. Who took the last round? Okay, Ozza Belmont up around Zidanico, looking to tie it up, but Ozza Belmont runs out with the level 1. Doesn't get a lot of damage, but because they got themselves a side switch, they're allowing themselves to pressure Zidanico. Will Zidanico hit a button? They're allowing themselves to... Oh, they did, but it was the wrong button, the drive impact. And now Zidanico very close to burning themselves out. Ozza burns themselves out first, but that doesn't matter because they're going to land the level 3, and we are taking this game, which was originally a 1-game deficit from Ozza. Now Ozza has to lead by 1.
Kimberly wins.
Like a house of fire. It's great. This is why we drink water, chat. This is why we drink water. Ozza Belmont 1 game away from securing this position and moving on to winners final. However, Zidanico's not going to take this line down. Great use of the spiral arrow, and they both whiff throw, but Zidanico recovers first and sees the parry, gets the throw. That is the Zidanico favorite. Let me just throw you. Okay, excellent target combo. Ozza gets a throw there now and putting Zidanico in the corner, but Zidanico, got caught on their own parry. A little too late for the whiff punish, but Zidanico gets thrown again. A little bit of goose for the gander, but with the drive rush cancel, they put themselves up on set point. Early drive rush cancel is going to get themselves to level 3. It's not a lot of damage. It's actually not, especially since Kimberly's level 3 is one of the weaker ones in the entire game, but Ozza has managed to recover a lot of drive gauge. They are in position to do another drive rush cancel, and Zidanico by whiffing the oh god, yeah, that whiff of the cannon spike at the beginning of the end. We are on set point. Set point, Ozza, if they win this round, it's all over. Break hands down. Zidanico better be mindful of those parries because Ozza's been doing a great job checking him. Another throw that was whipped in the open that somehow they got away with. 2 throws. Oh man, Ozza giving Zidanico a taste of their own medicine, but Zidanico with the target combo, we're back to the middle. Oh, that's being blocked. That is so being blocked. In fact, it was more than blocked. It was parried, and Ozza Belmont is going to block Zidanico out of the winners because they're going to land a second level 3. Holy cow, Ozza Belmont managed to have an offense so sustained that we got 6 bars total in these matches, and they are now 3-1. Ozza Belmont now moving on to losers finals. Let's watch this match again. Zidanico doing a great job of just getting some damage out, but Ozza Belmont sensed danger in the water and parried the level 3, and this was it. The amazing conversion, excellent conversion in the air. Ozza definitely went into the lab. They were synthesizing some experiments and found the formula for victory, which was a second level 3 in the set. Ozza Belmont, they are moving on to face Alpho King in losers final. And the winner of that is going to be fighting Jewelman in grand final. Alpha King, I know, like woo, woo indeed, or should I say woo, because that was hype. You know, if you're Jewelman, you are intensely studying these players. If I was Jewelman, I don't know who I would rather fight, a Kimberly or an Akuma. I really don't. But when you're in the top spot, you got to be ready for anything, or in this case, anyone. Excellent. A little bit of a breath right there. Anything but Kim. Okay, so Jewelman trying to manifest their desire into the world by not wanting to fight Kimberly. I understand, because E Honda has more tools to get around the fireball than they do to get around whatever bull crap Kimberly does. Here's an example. Jewelman can use OD Headbutt to go through a fireball. Can't really use OD Headbutt to go through whatever Kimberly's doing. Alpha King. I believe Alpha King was the one who sent Ozza to losers. Am I correct? Well, regardless, this is going to be an interesting match. Alpha King is going to need to control the space with Fireball and DP, but Ozza's showing us some unhinged offense. Great anti-air from Alpha and using the drive rush to get space. But Ozza reclaims that space and Alpha's stuck in the corner. With DP, you can't be doing that, but oh, too far away. Good jump in from Akuma. That teleport is going to lead to the first round. Vagabond Edge OD. Excellent. Vagabond Edge again, but this time we're going to use it to get the level 3. This is a good amount of damage given Akuma's lower base health. Excellent throw attack. And Alpho burned out near the corner. Oh, almost. No, not burned out. Ozza's burnt out. And Alpho getting a good combo in and checking the neutral jump from Ozza. Ozza's burnt out. They got to be real careful what they throw. They love throwing that medium kick, but got caught hitting a button in neutral. And Alpha King does have meter. They will spend it, not all of it, to get the win. We got one more round. Alpha King has a level 1. We've seen how well they have used level 1 for damage. We already know which fighter Jewelman wants to face in the finals, but Ozza made sure to hear what Jewelman wanted and is fighting extra hard despite them. Good jump in, hitting buttons, allowing Ozza to take that needed drive gauge damage. Excellent throw tech. Oh man, Ozza sliding right underneath the air fireball, and Alpha King understood that Ozza wanted to hit buttons and instead is going to hit them with a level 2. That is the last of their super bar. However, Ozza does have level 1, but is not going to need it when they pick up this flash kick. And we have our first winner. Ozza Belmont. 2 games are needed by Ozza Belmont to punch their ticket into grand finals, but instead gets punched in the air straight to the floor. Good combination from Alpha King. This time they're more willing to take the fight to Kimberly. Ozzy Belmont with the light gets tagged in with a light kick, and that's going to be the first round for them. Alpha, if they win this round, they'll tie it up, and this is a very precarious situation because one round will drastically change the temperature of this set. Because we'll either allow Alpha King to tie or put Alpha King 2 games down. And it's much easier to come up when you're tied than 2 games down. But with Ozzy Belmont, they're fighting fast and furious. We're at the final round. This is a pivotal junction. This is that pivotal junction, and Alpha King senses that and goes right away for a level 3. In addition to the extra damage that they have secured, they have managed to put Ozzy's drive gauge halfway depleted. If they could get Ozzy in burnout, Alpha King's chances of tying it up are extremely good. But with this drive gauge damage, one more interaction and they got this. Oh, good elbow drop from Ozzy, and the level 3. A comeback can happen. This is not as dire straits as you could think, because Alpha King is also burnt out and near the wall. Will Ozzy go crazy with the drive impact? They do! And Alpha King heard me through the commentary booth and whips out that level 1, and we are tied 1 apiece. Excellent reversal from Alpha King. Holy cow. That was sick. Odie uppercut, that was the first one all set, and Ozzy Belmont on the receiving end and wisely walks away to create space. Excellent, perfect parry to the double kick, and we're going to get the safe jump set up, but instead Alpha King decides to dash twice to make space. Let's go the parry too early, allowing Ozzy to get a good jump in, but not the full damage. Okay, drive rush canceled. We'll spend the last of Alpha King's bar. And Ozzy jumps in, no GP. Oh man. Good conversion. First throw, Alpha King. Alright, that slide will land to level 3 just fine. I like the walk back from Ozzy, but now they put themselves in the corner. And Alpha King goes for the freaking Raging Demon. Wow, what a choice to use your critical art throw. But I like that move because Ozzy wanted to hold the corner, and you can't really do that when you have a level 3 super. So Alpha King is 2-1. Will Jewelman get their wish and fight Akuma? Or will Ozzy Belmont squander that wish and give Jewelman his worst case scenario? Alpha King has a little bit of life lead. Ozzy claims that life lead back, but gets the positioning. You're stuck in the corner, and Alpha King, great cross-cut DP, goes for the overhead, but is stuffed by the level 1. Ozzy recognizes that whenever Alpha King drive rushes in at that range, they will hit a button. Ozzy Gets around. Alpha King can take this, or we could tie it up. It's now Ozza in the predicament. But instead of tie or deficit, it's either tie or die. Alpha King, good corner positioning. Excellent damage. A second throw against Ozza. Goes for the third, but the third throw is teched. The DP puts Ozza right into critical art. And I know what Ozza's going to do. They're going to get that level 3 critical art. Ozza, unfortunately, has lost their momentum. Alpha King is going to take their rightful place in their throne in grand finals. Ozza fought... Oh, wrong. Ignore it. Ignore that one. Ignore that one. We'll just go ahead and I'll do the recap. Ozza fought valiantly, but Alpha King had amazing positioning and always managed to use the corner. And let's not forget that amazing level 1 reversal off of the DI and the close range Raging Demon. Alpha King does not... They're going to be passing all their reflex checks. So if I'm Jewelman, I got to make sure if I want to throw a DI, I have to anticipate the very worst. Because we're not going to be privileged with old man checks, Jewelman. Grand finals. We are repeating winners finals. Jewelman in the winner's position. Alpha King in the losers. That means Jewelman needs to win 3 games and win. Or Alpha King needs to win 3 games, tie, then do it again. I don't know if Alpha King was reacting Jewelman. I do not know. All I know is when it came to moments where a super was in the clutch, they had it. That's all I could say. That is my unbiased opinion. I don't know if they're reacting, but I call it as I see it. Let's go ahead and... Oh, they started? All right, we're good. Okay. Let's go right so we can see how this went down. Jewelman defeated Jimmy DR, then defeated Alpha King, and is sitting in the grand finals. Meanwhile, Ozza Belmont had an amazing run, but stopped just short of Alpha King in losers finals. You can see that Ozza Belmont lost to Alpha King, but managed to beat Zidanico, securing their space. But hey, we're redoing winners finals. This is going to be one. This is going to be the match to claim it all. Whopping $35 in the pot. Compliments, bounties, and TSE's generous pockets. We are going to go right into this. No breaks needed. It's just going to be fist. Let's talk about the Honda Akuma matchup. Akuma has way more tools than the Honda. They also have an invincible DP, something that Honda wishes he had. However, Jewelman has experience. Jewelman sent Alpha King to losers. However, Alpha King has experience because they just fought Jewelman. Will history repeat themselves, or will Jewelman take this whole thing for the first time that I've ever commentated, or Alpha King will continue their winning streak and send Jewelman to the depths of the cliffs? Good drive impact from Jewelman, from Alpha King, sending Jewelman to the corner. And I like the decision to use the drive impact to get the guaranteed burnout.
Round 2. Fight.
Alpha King shutting down the air. That was a good one. Jewelman hit the punish counter, but doesn't get much out of it. Alpha King, oh, a whiff punish of their own, and that's going to be a good conversion. They don't have a lot of meter left, drive gauge wise. That is going to be the round. Alpha King with the first game on the board.
Akuma, win! Round 1.
Oh, that's a big whiff from Alpha King, and with Honda's big damage and Akuma's little life, this is going to get Jewelman in easy distance to pick it up and tie it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Jewelman needs one more round to put this 1-1. I don't know. Good GP from Alpha King. Gets the side switch throw. Jewelman hex backwards, and we're back to the middle. And now it's Alpha King that's going to worry about the corner, and they use a drive reversal of their own. Oh, that's a double drive rush cancel. That means Alpha King wants to spend all the bars that they can to get this damage in. And that's going to kill. Darn, I was wrong. Magic Pixel. But the crouching medium kick seals the deal. Tying up final round. Jewelman. Tie it up or 2-game deficit. Good whiff punish from Jewelman, and if they know what they're doing, they will use that level. Yes, level 3, guaranteed kill. We are tied 1-1, but don't let the identical numbers fool you. Jewelman's single game is much stronger than Alpha's single game because Jewelman's single game puts them 1 game away from winning, and Alpha King is 2 games away from resetting. Excellent punish on the sweep. Excellent. Good damage from Jewelman, and Alpha King not looking good. Just shy of a whip punish, but Jewelman, will they block it? They will. This is going to be the round. That's the game. Jewelman, 2-1. Alpha King came out to a hot start, but Jewelman winning 2 games in a row. Double headbutt. That really messed up Alpha King's timing. Jewelman spends a little bit of gauge to get the knockdown. And Alpha King bends the drive gauge to get E Honda off of him, hold the parry for too long, and get the knockdown. Oh, that was a big whiff from that Alpha King did that Jewelman did not capitalize. Excellent jump back to stop the headbutt. And you can see at this stage, both players are baiting out big moves from each other. And the only thing keeping it going is they both drop their punishes. And Jewelman waiting for the stop sign, but instead gets DP'd himself. Alpha King hitting buttons, but gets drive reversal. Jewelman wanting to jump in, gets DI'd. Dragon Punch, and another Dragon Punch, crosscut this time. Jewelman going for the fences with the level 1, and Alpha King drive rushes in for the throw. Alpha King can tie this up. Oh, this is some good pressure from Alpha King, but the side switch could be all the difference they are. Will Jewelman go for the drive impact? They've been a lot hesitant hitting that button a few games. Jewelman drive rushes back, but hits the slower button. Alpha King is going to confirm this into a level 3, and we are tied 2-2.
Akuma, win! Round 1. Fight!
Oh, that's a big punish with this single whiff DP. Jewelman, oh no! Good jump over from Alpha King. I was about to say Jewelman, chances of winning this is guaranteed, but now they burnt themselves out. And Alpha King, no punish off of this. No punish off of the, oh, they couldn't punish it because Jewelman was in burnout. Alpha King is in a prime position to reset, but if Jewelman has their way, especially with this stand heavy punch, they're not going to let that be so easy. Another OD move from Alpha King. But the OD headbutt puts us in tournament set. 1 round away. Will we tie this up? Will we end this? Or will we reset this? Oh man. Alpha King's reflexes on the drive impact too fast. Jewelman went in hot and they go for another OD headbutt, spending some much needed gauge. Alpha King doing some great job pressuring Jewelman. I don't think Jewelman wants to contest this round. Jewelman instead, we're just going to go to the final round. Holy cow. Holy cow. This is tense. Reset or end. It really depends on how both our fighters are playing. And Alpha King getting the early confirm. Jewelman staying on the defensive end. Wanted to hit a punish, but gets punish counted themselves. They're back up in the corner. Whenever Jewelman is up against the corner, Alpha King is in the driver's seat, and they're going to drive this down the reset road. No critical art, but instead we got a lot of damage. Just one more interaction from Alpha King, and we will get the reset, but no, Jewelman refuses to die. Jewelman is going to have to use the level 3. They didn't get all of the damage, but they didn't want to burn themselves out at the same time. It's still anyone's match. This critical art is going to leave a lot of damage on Alpha King. Holy cow. They march in, double dick, teriyaki stick, and that's going to be the tournament. Holy cow. Jewelman bet the farm by going for the OD sumo walk, and with the Alpha King was expecting a button, and instead they got a big butt full of Honda. Your Sweet Events champion for the